In class 8, in the school I went to in Calcutta, a Belgian priest, Father Boucher, used to teach us French. And I would always fail in French and a few other subjects. But Father Boucher was very closely connected with Mother Teresa. So he would actually get us to make little paper packets, thongas, as we call them in the city. And we had to get the newspapers, bring them to class, and once a week we had to make these paper packets. And later, when we went to high school and to college, we got to know these thongas, which Father Boucher would make, would be taken to Shishu Bhavan, run by Mother Teresa's Missionaries of Charity, and be distributed to everybody across so they could actually collect all these, sell them, and feel they were entrepreneurs. There are so many beautiful stories from Mother Teresa. Most recently in Moti Jheel, she was actually a geography teacher at Loreto in Italy, and across the wall, story goes that when she'd look out of the window, she would see the Moti Jheel slum. And that's the first place she stepped out to do good work. That was 1948. And a few months ago, in a touching ceremony, the new head of the Missionaries of Charity, Sister Mary Joseph, who actually worked in the Moti Jheel slum for 4 years during COVID, wanted that original place where Mother started her work. So that was regularized by the corporation here in Calcutta, and that story had a beautiful ending from 1948, now 2023. And I've told you the story of 1974. Let's tell you a story, the last one. We've got all the stories in the column which you can read. This was in 1991. I just somewhere between completing my career in advertising and starting my quizzing company. So we had this idea, we should do a book of Mother Teresa photographs. We got this Sunil K. Dotto, not to be mixed up with Sunil Dutt in Mumbai. This is Sunil K. Dotto, the famous photographer in Calcutta, who had tens and thousands of photographs of Calcutta. He wanted to turn that into a book, but we told him, no, book on Calcutta, enough have been done. Since you've been tracking Mother Teresa for the last 30 years, give us all your photographs. So we had to get those photographs, and then we had to find a sponsor for the book, and we needed an idea which would make that book of photographs different. So we thought we did come up with a big idea. We went to Mother, sat on those stools at the world headquarters of the Missionaries of Charity, this quadrangle in central Calcutta, and we told Mother that, we've got this idea. And then she said, why do you want to do this book? And we very enthusiastically said, you're doing such great work and your nuns are doing such great work. You must spread the word. She looked at us and said, son, God is already spreading the word. I don't need another book. But we convinced her further. We said, we want you to write the captions for this book. There, interestingly, she said, I've said so many things in the last 25, 30 years. Chalo, you use that. And actually the reason why she was so polite with us, because a former Indian Davis Cup captain, Mr. Naresh Kumar, and his gracious wife, Mr. Naresh Kumar died a couple of years ago, and his gracious wife, Sunita, were her closest confidants. So it's because of them that we got this audience with Mother. And to cut a very long story short, we even found a sponsor for the book to give the Missionaries of Charity 5 lakhs. And interestingly, we were told, this was in 1991, that there have been so many books on Mother, but nobody had ever paid the Missionaries of Charity a sponsorship. So they were very, very happy that the book was done. Sunil K. Dotto's photographs. These and so many other stories, and the Missionaries of Charity, of course, doing great work across so many countries. There are about more than 4,000 nuns, and we are told in the Vatican there is only one congregation which actually has an office in the Vatican. The story of Mother Teresa, celebrating 7 years of her becoming Saint Teresa of Calcutta.